Western Forum, the latest stop for the perhaps road-weary Rockets playing their 9th game in 13 days. Charles Barkley activated, won't start, but will play today. Olajuwon, one of the greats of all time, and now the Scottie Pippen, giving them 3 of the NBA's all-time 50 greatest. Dennis Rodman, the newest Laker, isn't on the top 50 list. In fact, he's on his own list. He doesn't fit into any category that anyone else belongs to. Shaquille O'Neal, second leading scorer in the league, and the other marquee name is third-year man Kobe Bryant. The Lakers are 8-6.
Defensive player, and also offensively he handles the ball and he gives them a fast break game to go with their great post-up. When he is on his game, this team is tough to beat. You see in the wins what his numbers are, almost 19 points a game, and the losses down to 13. So they need him to play well. Now in game 1 here that we saw opening night, he struggled against Kobe Bryant, only 4 of 18. They can't win today if he has that kind of game. Gets an offensive rebound, excites the crowd by finding Shaquille O'Neal, who gets a three-point play. And then this was vintage Dennis Rodman, stepping into the lane, taking the charge, but look at the act afterwards. Up, we're going the other way. And then the rebound, the great outlet pass, triggering the fast break. These are the things that the Lakers are hoping that Dennis Rodman will give them on a consistent basis, Bob.
Rodman, like Barkley today, will not start, will play a lot, he'll come off the bench.
The addition of Dennis Rodman has had a calming effect on this Laker team. Well, if not calming, it certainly has given them a shot of confidence. There was so much turmoil in the beginning as who's Dennis coming, is he not coming, what coach do we have? But everything seems to be smoothed out. This team is a very happy team now, and very happy that they got a coach like Kurt Rambis. Now, in terms of playing time, I also talked to Scottie Pippen about the amount of minutes he's played. Scottie told me that this is what he expected when he came to this team. That's the role he plays, and he's prepared for it. Charles Barkley coming back today, a lot of people said maybe it was a little too early on that knee. Charles said he feels fine and he will be able to play.
Bob? The Lakers, and Charles Barkley will come in. Barkley was off to a great start, averaging better than 19 points and over 17 rebounds a game. In the season opener, he had 31 and 15 here against the Lakers, but then had to miss several games after he had arthroscopic surgery on a knee.
Now the style is get the ball to Barkley in the post.
Pippen.
On the nice slash there by Scott.
A pull-up 3, way off.
That's Scottie's shot, though. He loves to come down on the break and pull up. And Eddie Jones slash like that and get to the basket.
Pippen takes it to the hole. And an offensive foul as Rodman set up and took the contact. One of his signatures.
Dennis Rodman is an excellent team defender. He has great awareness off the ball, and you're going to see him step in there and take the charge on Scottie Pippen.
Game back, showing no ill effects, playing well. He fouled Pippen there.
That's a mismatch speed-wise. Robert Horry cannot stay with Scottie Pippen. But, Bob, I really like what the Lakers are doing out of the double-team win.
He gives the Rockets the lead again. Horry, excellent three-point shooter, finds Shaq for the hook.
See the paint catch, though. Bob, see where he caught it. The double team can't get there. And Anthony Miller's not big enough.
Miller came into the game. They hadn't gone to him prior to that. Pippen into a crowd and draws the foul.
Foul number 5, Robert Horry. Second personal.
Foul is on.
Two times down the floor at the free throw line.
Shaq tumbling down, the ball picked up and taken away from him. Price with a pull-up 3. And Barkley with an emphatic follow, signaling his return after being out with an injury. Here's Shaq, rest of the American population. You don't get that kind of information just anywhere, Coach.
Team Barkley will try to find the open man.
Shaq is out, Sean Rooks is in, and Rodman fouls Barkley.
At 73 backwards is his age, 37. Just thought I'd throw that in. That goes along with that tattoo stuff that you just were talking about.
And the hairstyle is a tribute to Laker purple and gold, although at first glance you might confuse it with some sort of...
That shot, there was only about a 5-second differential. Now the Rockets have plenty of time. Barkley loves to pull back and shoot a 3.
There it is, but it's short, an air ball grabbed by Rodman as the quarter ends. Rockets by 3, and you're right. Bryant with the jumper, and Kobe with his first field goal. Now has 4. He'd hit a couple of free throws earlier.
He thinks they can beat anybody then.
Cuttino Mobley with the miss, but Olajuwon just back in the game.
Question, Bob, he's a brilliant basketball player.
Olajuwon's wide open and sinks it.
See, I think you're going to have to, if you're Kurt
Kobe splits two defenders. Pretty basket.
You got a lot of confidence when you've missed your first 5. You finally get one to go 1 for 6.
Hakeem against Rooks.
See, that's a mismatch, and Kurt Rambis knows it, and he knows that the NBA is a game of mismatches. He does not.
Olajuwon given a little room by Shaq. Now O'Neal is up on him, and the pass is knocked away by Rodman, but recovered by Harrington. Pippen on a nice pass from Brent Price. Shaq's little jumper. Second try.
Remember how we talk about with Shaq when he lets that ball go, that you've got to go, what we saw on that play.
Jumper by Pippen. Scotty, after a slow start, is in double figures with 10. Olajuwon, who scored only 11. Pippen. Hold on. Rodman clapping his hands. It's a Houston foul.
Number 32, Othello Harrington. Second personal.
The foul was on Othello Harrington, his second. Rodman goes not exactly to the bench, but out of the lineup.
This is a guy who hates to be taken out of the game. I mean, after the game is over, he'll ride the exercise bike for 2 hours, so energy's never been a problem. I mean, if he could, he'd like to play all 48 minutes.
Kobe. Now he's in a couple in a row.
That was on balance. You could see he made his move, but before he took the shot, he...
Pippen behind the screen.
See, now Scotty's hit 2 jumpers, and they're going way underneath that screen, forcing him to do that.
Derek Fisher from the head of the key. Travis Knight battling to keep it alive. Kobe. Misses the 3, but Shaq most definitely does not miss the 2. And that'll do it. Fast-paced first half ends with the Lakers in front by a basket. Stay tuned for the Prudential halftime report after these messages. You watch Scottie Pippen, one of the greatest transition players in NBA history, has it rattle out for him. Kobe takes it right back at him and scores.
Kobe 4 for 12 in the first half. That makes him 5 for 13. So he's getting his shots, and most of them are on quick plays like that, beating the defense down the floor. This sort of secondary break.
Knight has 4 fouls now. Scotty, left hand.
Oh, what a beautiful move by Scottie Pippen. He faked over the top of the screen, went baseline.
And misses, and Bryant clutches the rebound.
I mean, you can see him pick his spots.
Eddie Jones, nice catch, and then the reverse. It was a difficult reception. That was part 1, and then a twisting basket.
That's what they'd like to see more here of the Lakers, those kind of run-out breaks.
Olajuwon got inside O'Neal.
Set play out of a timeout. Olajuwon that time came over.
King. O'Neal responds. Passes out of the double team. 1 second to shoot. Hakeem beat the shot clock. Bryant with the rebound. Kobe on the lob to Jones. Shaq. Look out below. Shaq to the cutting Fox, off his hands, but hold on, says Mike Mathis. Well, it's another one on Olajuwon, and that will be his 4th.
I think he just got a technical also.
A technical foul against the team.
So Olajuwon picks up his 4th foul, plus the technical, and takes a seat.
See, Hakeem, the 3rd foul that he picked up, Shaquille wheeled in there in the lane, sort of threw himself.
O'Neal ties it.
If he's going to make that shot, you're not going to stop.
13-2 spurt. Johnson. Now slings it ahead to Jones. Horry left alone with Barkley. Can't handle him this time.
See, he can slow the pace of the game down right now and let Scotty rest.
Those long arms of Scottie Pippen. Jones knocked it away from Barkley. Houston ball.
See, it's one.
First team all defense. Barkley.
What's going to happen against the inferior teams? I think that's the big concern.
Bullard got the rebound off the Barkley miss, but then he misses. Rebounding foul coming up, and it's against the Rockets.
Charles Barkley.
That's number 1 on Sir Charles. And a minute 1 to play in the third.
See, now Barkley goes to the line, he misses 2. They can bring his team back to 2. Now Rodman has a chance, if he can make both these free throws, to push it back to 6 to give his team a little bit of a cushion.
How much of a winner has he been? Outside of several players with the Celtic dynasty of the 50s and 60s, only 3 players have more rings than Rodman's 5. You just saw one of them, Michael Jordan. The other 2, Scottie Pippen and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. 1 of 2. Barkley cuts it to 7. And he has a dozen.
He's really an amazing athlete. When you think...
Pippen driving on Fox.
Oh, my. What a beautiful move. Rodman came over to take the charge. It looked like in midair.
Now returns it to him, and that one wouldn't stay down. Olajuwon gives them a fresh 24. And Barkley gives them does not give them 2 points. He blew an easy one inside. Rodman was trying to call a timeout.
There's the smart play you talked about. Realizing he was falling out of bounds. Rodman calls the timeout.
Olajuwon missed the 2 free throws, and Barkley blew a layup. That hurts. Olajuwon hits from the head of the key. 20 for Akeem. Kobe. Soft hoop.
See, again, matchups. Catino Mobley's playing Kobe Bryant. They took
Brent Price. To Olajuwon. Nice assist for Price behind the back.
It was a long season. 50 games in 90 days with an older team.
Rodman. Well, he's coming to the foul line.
How about a guy like Scottie Pippen, though? Here's a guy who's won everything. The game's a 12-point game, 4 minutes to go. Watch Pippen come over and set up to give his body up to try to draw the charge. That's what championship players do. Even though he didn't get the call, that's how you win championships, by doing those little things.
If the road to the finals in the West goes through Utah, as most people believe, somebody's got to guard Karl Malone. Not stop him, but slow him. And that somebody might be Shaq powering in, and Olajuwon maybe hit with his 6th. Olajuwon is done.
Dennis Rodman, the little karate kick and the rebound, the energy, and he goes for the 3-point shot. Now, normally in LA with a 13-point lead, the crowd would be gone right now. They're waiting to see what Rodman is going to do. Even Michael Jordan is sticking around with a little smile. He said, I've seen that before.
Shaq with 20. Pippen continues to log heavy minutes. He stays out there a minute today. Kobe got it.
That's playing him. Watch this move. Watch Scotty just locks him. He actually is out of the picture when he makes the jump shot. You think Kobe in his mind doesn't know that Michael Jordan's sitting over there right now critiquing everything that he does?
Kobe told us yesterday, matter-of-factly, and in response to a question, it wasn't a proclamation, yeah, I feel almost always in a one-on-one situation, no one can really defend me. They might push me out and make me miss the shot, but they cannot deny me a shot.
I think the one thing, and I think Isaiah said it very well in the studio the one day, is he has that kind of ability, but he doesn't need to do it on every play. To learn how to do that.
Pippen with Kobe on him and a jump ball as he ties him up. So this means something to Kobe, even though the game is locked up. Bryant having his moments against Pippen.
He realizes Scottie Pippen is a 6-time world champion and he's one of the top 50 all-time players. And he realizes that you get your notoriety by playing and playing well against those people, but more importantly, beating those people. And the Rockets today played well, but the Lakers just wore them down. Bob, you said at halftime if it was close, who would the game go to? You said the Lakers. You were absolutely correct. Younger legs, fresher, and deeper.
Pippen out there till the bitter end. Bryant hits from behind the screen. Sounds. The Lakers are 3-0 under Kurt Rambis, who for 5 years was a Laker assistant, and now at age 41 is their head coach.
Dennis Rodman. Now, Dennis, there's so much hype, so much hoopla with you coming on this team about you being the answer. You guys should now go straight to the championship. Do you feel any pressure with all that on your shoulders?
I think the last time I felt pressure when I got married.
That's another story.
That's another story. But no, I don't feel any pressure. Everyone in this world knows what I can do and what I can bring to a team. I bring excitement, I bring a lot of hustle, enthusiasm, and this team needs something right now. They need a little leadership, and I thought I'd never say that. But I'm on a different team with good young guys.
Yeah, but you do lead in your own way.
Yeah.
But you have played on some great basketball teams. As you look around you on this team, does this team have the potential of winning NBA championships?
Well, if these guys can keep focused, stay focused every day, and go out there and do what it takes to win. No matter who scores a point, no matter who's the hero that day, just go out there and work together as a team.
And you will be the leader in that area.
Well, I go out there and do what I do. I go out there and play the biggest guys, the toughest guys. And they see me go out there and doing it every day in and day out. I hope it rubs off.
How about your conditioning? You haven't played much, been out the entire time. How's your conditioning?
My conditioning is real good right now. I got a couple games on my belt now. And just the fact I have to get, my legs to work with me as far as so I get rebounds and stuff like that.
The biggest misconception about you, they think Dennis Rodman is just a partier, doesn't take care of his body, but you are probably one of the most well-tuned athletes that I've ever met.
Oh, yeah, I'm always in the gym every day for about 2 hours a day, and no matter if I go out and have a good time, I know that, you have to go out there and work first and then, take care of business after that.
All right, Dennis, good to see you, man. Good luck to you.
I want to say hello to my wife, Tara Patrick. I hope that your grandmother feel well, and we're with you, baby.
All right, Dennis. Back to you, Bob.
And a final confusing note tossed in there by Dennis. I'll let you people unravel it. We'll see you next week from Salt Lake City. Dennis and the Lakers will be there. For Doug Collins and Ahmad Rashad, I'm Bob Costas. The final here.